Hi, and welcome back to HTML tutorial on our rytech channel. In this, in the last lesson, we have covered the basic of what HTML and XHTML is, and now we're going to really understand about the structures in HTML. So, here if you notice, um, at the top here is the information information at the top of the document here. So, which I told you before. This what differentiate HTML and XHTML. So obviously we're going on to SHTML now, and of course onto the future along this course. So let's take a look on what it is and what it is all mean. Uh, the first line is the XML declaration. If you notice here, it is XML and is not XHTML. As HTML is an application of XML, and this is the version being used, and this is the character encoding that being used in the document. The version will always be 1.0, and the encoding will depend on what language the document is. For most Western language or Malay language, UTF-8 will work fine, and that's the default. If you're using the different types, the language that uses the different types of character like Japanese, Chinese, and so on, then you may want different character encoding. The next line is the doc type. This tells the browser what type of document is this and which type of HTML is being used. This is the XHTML 1.0 transitional, and that is what will be used for most of your standard HTML document. The other two types are strict and frameset. We will look at those in a minute. In a transitional document, you'll have available all of the HTML for text. You have center, you have table, font, and so on. All of this will be available on HTML 1.0 transitional. So here on my browser, there's the green box here. There's some text in it. And look back at the document here. Notice here that the green box is made by the table element, and the text inside the paragraph element, and it has the font specifying the font size, color, and it looks like this in the browser. So the strict document, here is strict document. You'll notice that the doc type here is the XHTML 1.0 strict. So notice here also that the center tag is not there, the double tag is not there, the font tag is not there. This in the strict document, they will not have any available. There it is not available any of their presentation. Okay, um, all of this thing has to be done with the style sheet. So at the top of the document is we have style sheet, and below here we have the content. So this will look like this in the browser. So this is the strict version. Look at here is the transitional, and this is the strict document. Both of these are visually the same, right? There's nothing different here. So you can accomplish the same thing with the style sheet of what you can with the table and the font and so on. You can accomplish the same thing with the style sheet. So finally, the Frameset document. Uh, the Frameset document is for document that has frames. We cover frames in more details in later lesson, but just for an overview, here we have three frames: which is red, brown, and green. So, and that look like this in the browser. So this is the red section, the brown section, and this is the green section. So those are the document types, which is transitional, strict, and Frameset. And you'll be using the HTML transitional for most of your documents. So that's all for this lesson. I think do come back for the next video on our rytech channel. Thanks for watching.